Have you ever experienced an increased breast milk flow and yet your baby is not having it? They are just not having it. So you have excess breast milk everywhere and your baby is not just, taking it up, and this becomes challenging for you on your breastfeeding journey. Today, I want to share with you 4 things that might be the reason why you are experiencing that. And I hope that at the end of this video, you'll be able to learn these 4 things and know what to do the next time. Because if you are a new mother, this could pose as a challenge for you on your breastfeeding journey. Now, just before I go ahead, I want to advise you to go to my description button right now and you'll get a link to access my ebook on meal plans for African moms and babies, where you can access varieties of different meal types that you would use for your baby when you're trying to wean them. And also you would learn breastfeeding tips that can improve your breastfeeding experience on your breastfeeding journey. So yes, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. My name is Edidiong Ishola and I am the founder and Make Earth Cares. Make Earth provides mental health care services for pregnant women, postpartum women, and women who are trying to conceive. So yes, if you're new here, please remember to subscribe to this channel. And then if you are done watching and this video gives you value, I'm happy to receive a like from you. You can decide to not like it. Maybe it doesn't give you that value, or you have something to share with me, drop it in the comment section, something that I can do better, or a question, or you want to connect with me, you can go to my description button and send me a private message. I'm more than happy to answer all your questions, or even if you require therapy, I'm happy to provide you professional therapy for your postpartum and your pregnancy journey. Thank you again for joining me. So let's dive right into the 4 reasons why you might be having excess outflow of breast milk and your baby is not just taking it yet. Number 1, if your baby is having a stuffy nose, it can be a little bit more difficult for them to latch on, and so they will just always take out their mouth from your areola or your nipples, and you would find them just always take out their mouth from the breast. If you want to know how uncomfortable this is, I want to advise you to try drinking water from a cup when your nose is completely blocked. It is not going to be possible. So your baby is not going to be able to stay latched on your nipples when their nose is tough. And that way, if you are having excessive breast milk production or breast milk flowing everywhere, your breast milk will just be going all over the place because no one is taking it off. So at this point, I always advise maybe you just express it and keep it somewhere so that you can be a little bit free, and you don't have to struggle with it splashing or messing up everywhere because it is in excess. Now, number 2 reason why you might be having excessive breast milk flow and your baby is not latching and taking it like you would want them is because of gas. Now, excessive gassing can make a child feel bloated, just the same way you feel bloated when you not hungry, when you haven't eaten, right? And you feel this gassy feeling. You feel full, but you have not eaten. That's the same way the digestive system of a child works. And so at that time, they're feeling all gassy, and you're trying to fill them up with food. They're not just going to have it. And that's the same principle that happens even in the first instance. You would have breast milk falling everywhere because your child is not taking it. So what do? You express. And for your child to relieve them of gas is to make sure that they burp. So maybe they didn't burp in the previous meal time, so you must make sure that they burp. So when you notice that they take out their mouth and the breast milk is just coming out so much, you just make sure that the burp. You can practice this the bicycle exercise activity. You can just rub their stomach a bit and just rub their back a bit to get them to burp, and that way they can be ready for another meal, or give them some time. I think there is this water therapy that helps. I'm not sure. Maybe you check on YouTube right now to find out a drop of water that you can add to water and give your child, and make sure that it's safe, especially if you are still exclusively breastfeeding. You can just check any of the contents on YouTube where you can get information on drops of healthy liquid that you can use to help relieve gas for your child. Now let's get to the third reason why you might be experiencing excessive breast milk and your child is not just taking it down as much as they should. The third reason is fast letdown. Now, when your baby is going to latch to your breast and the breast milk is gushing out just more and faster than they are used to it, or faster than they can swallow, they're just going to take out their mouth. And it's the same principle with what happened in the first and the second instance. Your breast milk would be everywhere in this instance, guys. So you would have to express. So maybe if you have not breastfed in a longer time, if you have taken a longer period of time before you want to latch your baby on, you should make sure that you express first. Maybe you express for another 15 minutes and reduce the amount of breast milk that is everywhere before you try to latch on if you're seeking to breastfeed. Also remember that breastfeeding doesn't necessarily have to be a latch on the breast. Breastfeeding is also bottle feeding, as long as the bottle content is made up of breast milk. It is still okay to feed with the bottle as long as that content has your breast milk in it. So yeah, you must always consider expressing if you have issues with excessive breast milk production and your baby is not just latching. So if they have so much to swallow, they would quickly just come out, and then you might be having excessive breast milk everywhere. So at that time you need to express. Now the fourth reason, and the most important of them all, guys, is latching on right. So there are different reasons why you might not know how to latch very well. Maybe you are a first-time mother, or maybe your baby has a tongue tie or something that makes them not to be able to latch onto the breast, the areola and the nipple so well that it laps to their palate and allows the mouth to cover the breast appropriately for them to suckle on it as they should. So on this YouTube you can also find videos on how to properly latch. So if you click and check, you'll be able to get information. I'm going to share a link from one of these videos on how to properly achieve a latch with your child, and also how you can practice some tongue exercises that can help your baby latch onto your breast milk appropriately. So not getting an appropriate latch will leave your breast milk flying everywhere, or rather will leave your breast milk everywhere and just your baby is not having enough milk. So make sure that you achieve a good latch, and make sure that your baby is latching onto the nipple and the areola in a proper way that helps them suckle and feed enough. So yes, these are the 4 things that you can do if your breast milk is flowing and your baby is not just taking it. I hope you found this valuable. If you have watched up until this point, I think you have found it valuable. So you could give me a thumbs up right now, or if you don't like this content, you can dislike it. I'm open to hearing why you don't like it. Drop it in the comment section. I'm also open to doing better. If you think that there's something you want me to share about pregnancy, postpartum, about mental health of mothers and parents, I'm happy to share this content. Please click on the comment section and drop your comments and your concerns. Also, if you want to send me a private message and want to connect with me or book therapy with me, please click on the link in the description button for you to access therapy with me. Also, I've shared in the description button a link to access the Meal Plan for African Moms and Babies ebook, where you can access the more information on your breastfeeding journey and how you can wean your baby and introduce solids. I hope you find this helpful. My name is Edidia Michael Ishola, and I am more than happy to always connect with you here. Until I come your way next time, it's been my time here. I'll see you on the next. Bye.